Damn it. All right, here we are. We are live. We're doing this thing. It is Tuesday. It is Mixing It Up Day, and we're excited. Honestly, we were talking about what are we doing today, and then we had no clue, and then Chris threw out the idea of yogurt. So we're gonna be doing some yogurt mixes. So I'm excited. I've never actually had a yogurt vape to begin with, so I'm in new
Me
territory.
neither.
Yeah, I'm in new territory altogether right now. So we'll see how this goes, and how it goes from there. We'll say when you have a ton of flavorings, get organized because trying to find shit and all that is not the easiest. Uh, just piece of advice. uh, trying to find what is it? One of the flavorings that I might be using is the Flavora Greek yogurt. Trying to find that in the mess that I have on the shelf right now, that was not fun. So I'm looking at
Oh, and
organization
that
right
that one
now.
didn't even have the regular Flavora bottle, so you had to really dig for
Uh
it.
huh. Yeah, I couldn't just go into my Flavora
Couldn't just go
stash.
up and say, "Here, where's all
Oh,
the
because it's a 10 mil bottle.
Yeah, it's the little 10 mil from Bull City.
Mhm,
Fun
mhm,
times.
mhm.
Alrighty, so let's do this. Chris, what have you been mixing?
Okay, well, I've actually just been mixing. I mixed up a few more, like, next variations of stuff that I'm working on. I actually tried to make today a a maple blueberry like kind of donut, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or sorry, I didn't mix it today. I mixed it last night. But I've not tried it. I have no idea what it's gonna be like, whatever else. But like, I just know that that's what I've been mixing. Basically, that's it. Like, I've mixed a couple other things, like a few things that I've been enjoying. And I'm just kind of experimenting with really more than anything. I've been finding myself lately trying to do like a lot more simple recipes to really get to know some of the concentrates that I want to work with, and then as the time goes on and I get more comfortable with them, then I'm going to add to them because I can add other concentrates that I know really well that might be able to work. So that's like this new kick that I'm on. Try to keep things simple. Although tonight my recipe is not simple at all, so it's going against what I just said. But that's kind of what the fun is. So yeah, that's basically all I've been doing. I just redoing a couple of things, doing some stuff I enjoy. That's about it. Seafood. How about you?
Oh, I didn't do much. The I had some orders that I filled out, and then that's basically it. I have to restock on 120 bottles. I have to do some other things. But basically, just kind of reorganizing, just kind of getting my label situation locked down. I'm happy with the way that they're coming out now. Um, then I was sick over the weekend, so I didn't do much. Still feeling a little bad now, so I'm not like super jazzed about doing much of anything. So I had lots of good intentions going into the weekends, but um, it just didn't materialize for me. So excited about this mix though. So you guys have said that you guys have not had yogurt before. I've had some yogurts before in the past. I've had that Schwartz line. That's pretty good. And actually, my mix has a yogurt Spaceballs kind of theme going for it today, and I'll discuss that whenever we go. But that's really all. I haven't really done much. I did mess with some gear during the week. Got some gear
Nice.
situated. Basically swapped over to Mex, basically exclusively. So um, just in that mood, you know. So I just moved everything into that direction. So yeah, that's basically it for me. How about you, Derek Clown?
Uh, as far as mixing is concerned, I've been an awful, awful human being and not that damn thing. I'll be bluntly honest. Just been living on in coil land at the moment because I got a new drill set up and I'm trying to get used to it. Get that going. I do have some orders I need to fill, which those will get done hopefully in a good amount of time. But yeah, like I said, trying to learn the new drill, and I need to do some MTL coils, and them little bastards are not easy to do in the first place. And trying to do it with a new drill setup is you get a bit of a learning curve. So yeah, so that's me. We'll say Advocate. I already typed it up, but nail polish organizers, like the multi-tier ones, They're really nice. They're like on Amazon for like $14. I was just looking at them. If you want to get those, they're little plastic guys, and they hold up, I think, up to like 75 bottles or something like that. So, and that's talking about like 30 mils, not even like the smaller 10 mil ones. It holds a ton more of those.
Yeah,
But
that's these back here.
yeah, he has one back there. Mine's like up there somewhere, so I can't bring it down.
Dude, I feel like I would just go to grab one and knock the whole damn shelf over. Like that's how clumsy I can be.
Fair enough. But I mean, those are, I personally like those.
But for
I think
people
they're
that
great.
are less clumsy, that would be ideal. For
Oh
sure.
yeah, and they display your flavors, so you could
Yeah,
see
you
them
can
a
see
bit
them
better. Mm-hmm. Because like, I know like Sifu's all for the cases and stuff, but personally, that even trying to mark them down and do all the other stuff, that's too much. I can't do it. But
Well,
yeah.
dude, as you see, there's lots of times I'll be like pulling something out of a box, looking at it, and like, oh no, we're
That would drive me up a wall, and I'm kind of having that issue because I just have everything on the shelf besides the 2 organizers I do have. So,
Oh, is that your map?
yeah, that's his map. I couldn't even go that far. Like maybe if my wife
So
helped
I
me
just
with
read
it,
and then I pull it out.
maybe if my wife helped me with it, I would do it. But otherwise, no. She's the organizer between the two of us, not me.
Yeah. As for just you being in charge, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this thing holds 70 something, 15 like small bottles. So
Yeah.
very handy.
Do you got to cut out the holes for the bottles, or does it already come that way? Okay,
It's pre-cut.
there you go. So there's
So
some
many of my
options.
things rather in like the tall 30 ml bottles or the short 30 ml bottles, because
It will fit.
that's
a
what I
tall,
always
skinny-
buy it in.
Well, no, it does fit the 30s. It will fit a 30. Hold on.
Like the
But
short
it does fit
ones.
the tall. I know the ones you're talking about because I have one right here. These guys. Look,
No,
that's
like
fine.
this.
No. The old unicorn.
That's
Tip
a
ones.
30 ml.
Yeah, that one's a 15.
Yeah.
No way. No way, Jose. It might fit a. It's experimentation. Let's see. It'll fit.
Yeah, do like a 60. Those are about the
Well,
same size.
Yeah, no, they don't really fit well. So it's really for the small stuff.
Yeah, like I probably only have like maybe 20 flavorings that are in a smaller than a 30 ml bottle. And they're like the ones that I either didn't know about or you could only get them in a 10 ml bottle.
Right.
Yeah, because all the 30 mils me and Sifu have are either in the Chubby Gorillas in this size,
Yeah.
or what you said the VSOs come in these.
Yeah, those are too fat. They won't fit in there.
They won't fit in that. Okay. Well, there you
They're
go.
fatter than a 60 ml
Yeah.
by
For sure.
a reasonable amount.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
70
So
something bottles, and something like that where you can just tuck under a shelf or something is fine. I want to get everything out and out, but then I waffle. I go I can't. Sometimes I like seeing my stuff, and then other times it drives me apeshit. I just want it hidden. Just go away. I don't want to see piles of bottles somewhere. So
yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
want it to be like Batman's cave, where okay, everything is hidden, and whenever I'm ready to work, I press the button and everything just turns out and flips out, and everything is where
You need to get some secret panels made.
Yeah, the secret layer. That's what you need.
Yeah, whenever I just
Just
if I
clap.
just want to sit right here, yeah, exactly. If I just want to sit right here and watch TV or something, then shit can just hide and go away.
Have like
And then
a
you
wall
just clap,
refrigerator
and then-
for your bottle of nicotine that rotates, so when it opens, it just like has
Yeah.
like.
And then the liquid signal can go off in the back when somebody needs liquid. It can just, come
Oh,
out.
speaking of nicotine, I'm
let's get
pretty
to work,
pumped.
and press the
I
button.
bought a liter of nicotine that got to me yesterday, and I got them like all individually into like the 120 little brown bottles that are glass, and I got like 8 of them filled like to the top.
Nice.
So I got a lot of nicotine now, considering I only use nicotine for myself. Like,
That's great, man.
yeah, I'm pretty pumped. Other than the
With
fact that like
quality?
the next time I go buy it, it's gonna be 20 milligram, which fucking blows. But like,
You
least
should be
this
good
time
for a
it's
while
good.
though, because you only mix for yourself, so you'll be good.
oh
for a
yeah,
while.
yeah. Occasionally I'll like give somebody a bottle of liquid, but that's really not very much.
Advocate, just go by house. Don't go by flavor. At least that's how I organize, is by house.
Yeah, I just have them all separated by houses.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to really like then separate those because some of the houses like Wonder Flavors, I have a lot of flavors and like Flavor Art I have a ton, TF Fake, Pella I got a ton.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to like separate them sort of, but that's very idealistic, which probably won't happen.
Right. Fair enough. Alrighty, let's go to a quick ad break and all that. So we will be right back. Alrighty, so we're back. Yeah, Deb22. I tried the whole bringing down my nicotine, and I just couldn't do it. So if you can do it, more power to you, because I don't know if anybody's ever done this, but like when you try a liquid with nicotine in it, and then you try it without nicotine, it just feels empty. And going just that halving in the 3 milligram, it just did not work for me. It was just not my thing.
You know, okay, so I mixed everything for myself at a 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know if it's like because I find 3 harsh, because I clearly don't. I can vape like commercial liquid that's 3. Like shit, I can even grab my shit and vape mine that's 3. And it doesn't bother me. I think that I just do it because it seems like I don't need to use as much nicotine, so why would I?
No, yeah.
But I've been doing this for a while.
Mm-hmm. You've gotten used to it already, and I mean, I gave it a fair try. It's just I think it was like a week and a half in, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this. I have to add the last bit of nicotine in there.
Maybe try 2.5.
I might. No, let's do it on this mix since we're already fucking doing something anyways. But we're gonna try 2.5. But it's just like I don't know. It's just in the steep. It feels very empty, and that's where like my main problem is.
That is a foot deep. Advocate for Liberty. They're 12 inches deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said. Oh. No, she did.
Alrighty, so let's just get to some mixing here. Get to going with that. Blackberry yogurt sounds good. Yeah, honestly, I've been seeing some suggestions, and I'm like, well, shit, I didn't even think about that.
Got you covered on blackberry, brah.
I went with a full-on safe bet,
don't.
apparently.
I definitely do not have you on that.
Alrighty, so Sifu, you want to start us off?
Just because Rex vaped ass, I'm doing a blackberry yogurt. And I'm calling it Dark Helmet Hates Yogurt.
Nice.
So it's going to be a blackberry yogurt, just straight up. So for the yogurt component, I'm going with the yogurt from Flavor West at 3%, the yogurt Greek from Flavor West at 1.5%, and then 1% of the Bavarian cream from Wonder Flavors for the yogurt part. And for the berries, for the blackberry part, I'm going with the blackberry from VSO at 2.5%, and the Saskatoon berries from Wonder Flavors at 1%. And then backing it with a little bit of super sweet at 0.5%. So that's where I'm at. I'm hoping that the Saskatoon berries are going to be tart enough, because the VSO blackberry is a really nice blackberry, but it's a very dark blackberry. So I'm hoping I get a little bit of that tang that yogurts can have with that. And same thing with the Greek yogurt. I want it to be a little tangy. It's kind of what I'm hoping I get from this. So, but that's me, and I'm gonna get to going.
Get to going.
How about
all right,
you?
well, then I'll go because that's what makes sense. All right, so Mine is called Yogi. I didn't really know what to call it, so that's what it's called. It's Yogi. And mine, what I'm trying to do is like imagine going to like Menchie's, which I never do, but I know that that's a thing, and going there and getting like a chocolate frozen yogurt, like but an Oreo chocolate frozen yogurt. So like where I grew up as a kid, there was this like store down the street from me, and they used to have chocolate frozen yogurt, and I would always go there and get an Oreo chocolate frozen yogurt. So it was delicious, and I'm gonna basically try to see if I can make something that's even remotely close to that. So the way that I'm doing that is, I'm just gonna read down the way that the recipe is. I'm not gonna like form it all together. You'll just put it together yourselves. So I'm using chocolate cookie crust from Wonder Flavors at 1.5%, chocolate frosting from Wonder Flavors at 0.5%, chocolate mousse from VTA at 0.75%, cookies and cream from One on One at 2%, frozen yogurt from Wonder Flavors at 1.5%, Glamour chocolate from Mullenberry at 1.5%, Greek yogurt from Flavora at 0.4%, super sweet at 0.5%, and yogurt. I don't even know. All the notes say like the yogurt old from Flavora is like pre 2017, so this is not that. But I couldn't find yogurt new, so that's why it says yogurt old, and I'm using that at 1.2%. It's 9.85%, and hopefully it's like decent. That's my goal. My goal is just to have something decent, and if I can make it really good, then I can make it really good. But it probably won't be today. So that's what I'm making. Clown.
Alrighty, as for me, I'm going with a peach apricot blood orange. And we'll see how this comes out. Let's see, I have apricot from Capella's 0.5%, blood orange from Flavor Art at 0.5%, creme fraiche from FA at 0.5%, Greek yogurt from Flavora at 0.75%, then honey peach from Jungle Flavor, because I wanted to give that one a try. Sifu recommended it to me, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to get some of that, and now I have a chance of trying it out. That one is at 1%, and then Capella's Super Sweet at 0.25%. Alrighty, so that's what I'm doing. We'll see how this comes out. Wish me luck, because I'm a little like I said, I've never done yogurt mixes, nor have I tried yogurt vapes, so this is very much a new territory.
Yeah, I have no idea. It might be terrible. It might not even taste like yogurt at all.
And that's like the weird thing. Okay, because like
I'm comfortable with that though.
As a kid, I was a huge fan of Yoplait. Oddly enough, I hated Go-Gurt. I think it's because they didn't last long enough. And yeah, but then like as an adult, I'm all for like Greek yogurt and Australian yogurt. That stuff is just amazing. Love the sweet tartness that they have to them.
Well, that was my first idea. Was like a exactly one of those. You've had those with the granola top and then the honey.
Oh, dude, those were so good. Oh
yeah,
my God.
So fucking good. So I'll look through my concentrates and I'm like, I don't really have a honey or any kind of crumble topping granola type of thing to get that done. So
yeah,
that would be baller, because one of my very good mix, well, one of my favorite, got me off of cigarettes really, was that Cosmopolitan Milk and Honey. So that combination of cream and oats and kind of just honey nut, cereal type of stuff. That with the yogurt, it's so good. So good. Yeah, the Schwartz was good, Jedi. I remember the Schwartz.
Yeah.
You're right. This frozen yogurt smells like ice cream.
Anthony Ramella, you're not a big fan of yogurt? I don't believe that.
Why is that, Anthony Armel? Is it a texture thing?
No, he's probably like one of those weirdos. It's like, I don't eat bacteria, man. It's like,
Then you don't eat cheese either.
yeah, and that sucks to be you. Big time.
Cheese is life.
I love cheese.
I'm lactose intolerant, but I will die.
Hey, more cheese, please.
Right.
Dude, I remember there used to be these commercials, and it was like from like the Dairy Farmers of Canada or whatever, and it used to be like, they'd show pictures of like these like super old people, and like their son would be like 60 years old, and like he would not leave the house because he would never move out because they always cook with cheese, and like the tagline would be like, if you want your kids to move out, stop cooking with cheese. And you just like see this like old dude making like his like old dude's son like a grilled cheese sandwich with like tomato soup with like shredded cheese on it or whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this: what is it with the tomato soup and the grilled cheese? Like,
Oh,
I
I
don't
love
know,
that.
it's a combo.
yeah, I just never done that, and that's like, that was a thing I learned about as an adult.
Whoa,
So-
are you saying
so
that's like a
good.
white person thing?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I'm.
Just didn't want to say it out loud. I mean, if you're,
I'll be your voice.
I'm going with, at least as far as I know, Latinos don't do it. As far as I know.
Yeah, but do you guys even like generally eat tomato soup?
I don't think so, to be honest.
Pozole doesn't count.
Yeah, because, well, pozole is more like a broth.
More as a broth, not
Yeah.
a soup.
Yeah. And then, like, you know, it comes with all sorts of goodies and shit. Dude, I miss pozole.
I love pozole. I love that. I love a good tomato soup, man, with heavy cream
Mm-hmm.
and a big shot of crunchy grilled cheese. Oh yeah, man.
Like, as an adult, I've had tomato soup, but I've never done the whole grilled cheese combo. And I'll be honest.
Do people dip that shit in there and stuff?
No, I know.
Exactly.
It was really funny is, like, growing up, my mom, the way she would make grilled cheese sandwiches were technically paninis, because she would make us sandwiches and just grill them the fuck up. In reality, they were paninis. But, so for me growing up, that was the quote unquote grilled cheese sandwich.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I remember it was like probably like the late 80s, and those grilled cheese makers came out, and we got one, and it was like a game changer, dude, because you could like, you take your bread, you put some ham in there, you'd like put some like, well, I don't know, my dad or whoever, they'd put like tomatoes and shit inside, and then they'd fucking, you'd slap that down, cook it up, and it would be like already pre-cut because of the way that the maker would like press down on the bread. And,
Mm-hmm.
dude, then I started making like cupcakes and that shit. Oh, next level, bro.
Made cupcakes and that shit.
Yeah,
Look,
dude.
Jason's Cloud's got it down for you, Cloud. So it's basically like fried cheese sticks and marinara. It's kind of the same concept.
Okay. I could see the similarities.
Crispy, crunchy, cheesy thing with some type of tomato sauce.
Because I love me some mozzarella sticks with some marinara sauce.
Yeah, you know what? That's kind of an underrated finger food for sure.
It
Like,
is.
it's not that popular, but it's popular enough, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad there's matzo sticks.
We have a restaurant down the road that does adult cheese sticks.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically take like a
Do like a
pastry, what's it called? Like a
Ear
pastry-
batter or something like that.
No, they take like a pastry dough and make it real flaky and thin, you know. Then they wrap it up and they put like real nice cheeses inside of it, and then they roll it and they'll make it almost like an egg roll. And then they give you some like really nice tomato soup to dip in. Man, and just a little cup, you know. But it's not so thick; it doesn't stand up as thick as like marinara sauce, you know.
Okay, well, Mr. Rubenstein, mayo in a tomato soup, that is disgusting. I'm sorry, but that is too far. Like, you're going too far with that. That's too far.
Too far. All right, I was a little scared because I did make the mistake of smelling the Flavora Greek yogurt after.
And it smells terrible.
Oh, it smells like
Like
foot
feet.
cheese. It's just
Smells
full
like
on
peas.
foot
Dude,
cheese.
the flavor art one does not smell any better. I won't lie to you.
No, what's funny is that the Flavor West yogurt smells great. The Flavor West Greek yogurt does not.
Yeah. So, so Anthony Romella, we talking poutine now? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, dude, poutine's fire. I actually keep on meaning to get one, but I want to go to like a legit place, and like everywhere around me, there's like all these fucking chip trucks, and I'm too cheap to buy them because they'll be like $12 for a small poutine. I'm like, nah, that shit is not gonna be that good, and you want that much money for it? Nah.
That's like $2 USD, right? I should go to
Yeah,
Canada.
dude, it's like $1.87, I think, right now.
Yeah, we have a restaurant that does gumbo foods. So it's like, so imagine poutine, but they take like really awesome gumbo and pour it over French fries.
I still need to come visit you so I can try some good
Makes me,
foods.
makes me go like this thinking about it.
The closest to like Creole / Cajun food I've come is fucking Razzoos, and I don't know how much I trust that.
That don't count.
Exactly. See, that's what I said. I don't know how much I trust it.
Well, I'm ready to talk a little bit. I haven't vaped in a while because I've been sick. So I am kind of buzzing a little bit because I haven't
Nice.
I haven't had
Oh,
much
dude,
nicotine.
I will say I miss nicotine buzzes. I
Yeah.
used to go like
So
2-3 days without a cigarette and then get one and full on nicotine buzz. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, so I am getting a little nicotine buzz. It's just like, oh, hello, old friend. I remember you. But this is a very nice creamy blackberry thing. I thought the Saskatoon berries would be a little more present because it smells so strong. But in the mix, it goes away. And because when I smell it, I get heavy cough syrup vibes from that. So I was very scared of it, but it disappears in the mix. And it does leave a little bit of tartness. And I wish I had more yogurt. I wonder if that's a steeping thing, because I'm not very familiar with these concentrates, with the yogurt concentrates, as far as being a upfront component. You know, I usually use it as a backer for something, for mouthfeel or texture, you know, but never really the prominent flavor up front. So I'm interested to see how that comes up. The Bavarian cream is just, from one of the flavors, is just baller. I mean, like, just take everything out and just put the blackberries and the Bavarian and say, here's a blackberry cream, and you're like, good to go. Like it. So
Dude, isn't that like a really good concentrate? Like, it really is.
It's a really good concentrate, and really the blackberry VSO is really good too. So these two with a little super sweet down the hatch. I mean, fuck, you know, back it with a little huckleberry or something, and man, you're looking at just a dynamite, just cream and berries, easy. I'm hoping that the yogurt comes out, because I was hoping to get kind of like, you know, kind of like that funky adult type of yogurt, you know, coming through. I was kind of trying to avoid, you know, like a Yoplait or something like that. But,
Yeah.
and it's heading in that direction. I just hope it's steep that way.
I'm feeling the.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I wish it was. I don't know if it's just because I'm sick and I'm my taste buds are kind of scorched or something from medicine and stuff. But I wish there was more flavor. I wonder if I could just boost the percentage of everything. It's balanced, you know. But I don't know if I do anything unless after a few days after it's steeped for a bit. So I know Addie's a big yogurt guy. If he could tell me if.
Oh, dude, if you go on ELR and just type in yogurt, there's like a million things that hit up for Addie's yogurt.
That's what I did, and the number one is the one that Fresh did. It's called Addie's yogurt.
Yeah.
And that kind of gave me the idea for, you know, I was looking. I didn't know what to back the yogurt with, and he backed it with a Bavarian cream, not Wonder Flavors, and I don't think they use Flavor West either. But they gave me a good idea. But it was the number one. It's the number one yogurt on ELR. So, and I was like, man, I should just make this because it looked awesome, but I didn't have any of the concentrate. So.
All right, Pam, I'm down for that challenge because like I've been fucking banging out good chocolate recipes lately. So I'd be down for that. Jay, you want to talk about yours, or you want me to talk about mine?
I went with the Dumbo move of not wanting to re-wick anything, and now I'm having to do it. So.
After all the shit you gave Chris.
Right.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know.
Here's the thing. At least I'm manning up and just fucking re-wicking something.
That is true. That is true. It's not always happened on this show. Okay. So this recipe right here, it's pretty good. Now, if I were to vape it without knowing what's in it, would I say that it tastes like yogurt? Maybe. Maybe. When I first vape it, I don't really taste much of it. Mostly is what I taste is like some chocolate and like the one-on-one cookies and cream. And it's just because I know that concentrates. Like, I know that's exactly what I'm tasting. But then as it kind of like settles on my palate, I get like a little bit of that yogurt funk and like kind of like that dairiness is there. So I'm kind of curious as like if it'll end up kind of steeping in a little bit. I imagine it probably will. It'll probably be one of those ones that like I'll vape it for a little bit tonight, and then I'll end up like just putting it in my steep box for a couple weeks and then busting it out. But like right now, I'm really digging the chocolate flavor. Just like, dude, I'm just gonna say this: Glamour chocolate is delicious. Anyone that says it's not, their taste buds are broken. That's number one. Number two, the chocolate mousse from VTA is legit fire. I fucking love the way that it tastes. It tastes like chocolate mousse. Like it might not be like homemade chocolate mousse. It might be like you're at the fucking Golden Corral and they have chocolate mousse at their like buffet. That's the kind of chocolate mousse that it would be. But that's still good, unless you don't like that for some reason.
Okay.
Then don't try that. But like, it's delicious.
Okay, Chris, mostly because you just said it. You guys have Golden Corral in Canada?
No, but I see the commercials all the time.
Oh,
I was
okay.
going to say Ponderosa, because we used to have those, but like I'm pretty sure they're defunct. Like, they're not around anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other buffets I could think of was like the White Spot, which I, as a kid, always was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Because you'd be like driving down the interstate in America, so like we'd be on vacation, and you'd just see for you guys, like in America, it's like way more common than here. You'll have like those signs, because the interstate will be like rolling, and it's almost always sort of elevated, and you'll have like these signs that are like 100 feet in the air, and it'll say like the Cracker Barrel or like Denny's. And whenever I'd see the one that said the White Spot, I would always just think it was so funny because I'd think that it was semen. Like, I don't know why. I thought like that's like, dude, that's so I literally thought that it was like the cum stop. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why. It's hilarious.
Okay, I've lost my shit. Oh, dude.
I'm sorry, but like,
that
dude,
is
who would
awesome.
name a restaurant called the White Spot? That doesn't make sense.
That takes it. That takes it, man. I agree.
And through Mela, it's literally, I was saying it was at like an American style buffet. So, oh, you wrote moose wrong. Never mind. Sorry, my bad. It was a poor joke by you.
It was.
I'm calling you out for that poor joke. Everybody knows that moose have wings and they fly. Okay.
And you get one at birth. It's like my wife has made friends in Sweden, and one of them swears that all Texians get a cow as soon as they're born.
Yes.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
yeah. Same.
Is that how you say someone from Texas?
No, it's Texan. It's Texan, but she swears it's Texian.
Like, yeah,
And,
that sounds so fucking weird.
oh yeah, she gets in the whole fight me about that kind of conversation. It's like, okay, but it's Texan. No, she's like, it's Texian.
It's Texas.
So, like you guys get a flying moose at birth. Apparently Texans get cows.
Yeah. We get alligators, baby alligator here.
You get alligators, kind of like in Florida?
Or a possum. It depends on,
what part?
The moon.
Yeah,
the spirit animal,
What part of the swamp you were facing?
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that my mix, honestly, no joke, is gonna end up being really good. Like I actually, the more I vape it, I'm like, ooh, this might be pretty good.
Mine so far has the same issue anything you do with peach ever does is you gotta let it steep. Because peach takes the fuck over everything.
Yeah, and then sometimes it fades away to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this comes out.
You have to treat peach like mango. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Because I honestly like peach. I use it more as like a background character, not as a foreground one. It's rare that I would use it.
I have two peach flavors, and basically, the majority of the peach component is not a peach flavor. The majority of it is other stuff.
Even though I am getting that yogurt tanginess aftertaste, so that's a good sign. I'm taking that as a good sign. Like, since I never used it and didn't know what I was doing, I actually looked into the notes on the Greek yogurt just to see what people's thoughts on it were.
Oh, dude, listen, I'm just gonna say this for anybody out there that you want to learn these things on your own. If you do, that's awesome. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have time to learn every flavor because I just don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
So like I will read notes a lot. Now after I use it, I'll make notes on it myself because like so tonight if I won't probably make any notes, but when I try this again in 2 weeks on my actual thing, I'll end up putting notes. I don't always publish the notes because part of it's my own learning. But that's how I'll figure shit out. It might not be the right way to do it, and I mean, I'm not going to say that it is, but for me, it works.
Mm-hmm.
And I read people's notes all the time. And like, I really wish that I had have like done a bunch of single flavor tests and like published how I thought about it. But honestly, like, that's a lot of time, man. And I got like a bunch of other stuff going on in my life.
And space.
I just can't commit.
Because when I started DIYing, I did that. And I honestly still actually have some of those bottles because I forgot they existed and they just got stored away. And I'm like even scared to fucking vape them at this level, but I still have at least 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, maybe if I had like glass dripper bottles, I could do it. But even then, it's like that. What's the point of that? You're gonna end up getting it in the like rubber. Like, all I can say is kudos to the people that have put out that information. I appreciate you. Whether or not you know that, I do. So keep doing it, but you're probably not going to see a lot of stuff from Overdrip on ELR about one specific flavor.
Mm-hmm,
Probably not going to happen.
But
guys, I'm gonna need to bounce. I'm so uncomfortable right now. I need to go lay down.
Do what you need to. Thank you for being on. I'll talk to you later.
Everyone. I'll be back stronger than ever. Y'all have a good night.
All right, bud.
All right. Oh no! I saw a comment. Somebody said they were doing some mixing while watching the show. I want to know what they ended up doing. I'm trying to look for it. But oh yeah, I don't know.
Did they publish it? I'll look at it if they published it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to like see where the comments went.
Wow, that's weird. Are we the only ones that have published a recipe today? Because like I only have R3 at the very top, and after that everything says yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! We actually took over the page, sort of.
Yeah, we did. We just took over the top 3.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, we did.
Ooh, pineapple cherry custard cake. That sounds interesting.
It's funny as I saw an update for The Mandalorian had posted something, but I guess it was he just made it public or something.
Yeah, have you ever noticed that it doesn't put it up when it's like it'll slot it in to whenever you made the recipe, not when you made it public.
Tim has
found that strange.
Tim has one from Sunday. It's a blackberry muffin with whipped topping.
With whipped topping?
I'm gonna look at this. Tim, how did it turn out? I know you're watching. see, blackberry from VSO, blueberry muffin from Flavora, honey. Dude, you sir are brave. You went with a honey flavoring. I wouldn't have touched that. Worth the shit. I've been told all honey flavorings smell like fucking cat piss. And then rich cinnamon from Flavora and whipped cream from TFA. Which, out of those, I have none.
You know what? Like concentrate I really need to get? Strawberry gummy candy from Wonder Flavors.
I have that one. It's actually really good.
I've been seeing a bunch of people use it lately, and I'm like, there's not a lot of strawberries that I like. I have like 3 that I'll use. And I need a little bit more broader of a spectrum because they don't fit in everything I'm trying to mix.
Yeah.
They fit in like bakeries. And like desserts, which is kind of what I'm trying to mix like a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But also, you know, you never know. Maybe I could mix up a sweet candy vape. It's possible. Yeah, Pam, I think that flavors do go bad, but I've never heard anyone say exactly how long. I think that like years.
Yeah, it's a very extended shelf life. Because, I mean, even, like, nicotine goes bad after, what, 2 years or something like that?
Yeah, like they say that it's 2 years, but, like, it's kind of hit or miss. It all depends on how it's stored, everything else. Like, I'm pretty sure, you know, like, think about it like this. If you have a vanilla extract in your, like, baking cupboard, right? And you don't use a full bottle in 2 years. Do you think that it's bad? Because I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure you can still keep on using it. It's not something that's going to like go out of date, go moldy. It just might not maybe have the potency or whatever else. But like I have some concentrates that are over 3 years old and I'll use them every so often and they still do the job that they need to do. So I'm sure that someone like Addy be able to tell you. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he already commented on it.
He said they last years. Yeah, Pam, you did. I want to try to do more things, but I also have to like them. That's my biggest problem. I really wish that I was one of those people that did not have a preference. That I just like
went with everything.
You know, loved everything. And there's like nothing that but for some reason, man, I don't know what it is. I think it's just because I've never really liked candy vapes or fruit vapes. Like all the flavors that I started vaping when I first quit smoking that like aided me in quitting smoking. They're all like custards, creams, cakes, cookies. And like that's what I would go for. Like I remember I vaped the hell out of a strawberry cream. I've not really vaped any strawberry cream in the last 2 years, but when I first quit smoking, I vaped probably like 500 mils of My Man from One Hit Wonder, and then I like got a little bit into like their blueberry yogurt granola one, Rocket Man. But like I just always like custards, creams, desserts, and so it's really difficult for me even after that month of May of where I was mixing only fruit mixes. I still struggle because like it's like I want to try to make them all complex because that's just the way that my brain works. I'm like, oh, I want to bring in this and bring in that, and like I don't even know if that's what fruit vapes are made like, you know what I mean? Like some of these popular ones, you know, I can't even think of one, but like from something like Juice Head, or I think that's what they're called, and they have like all these fruit vapes. Like, do you think that those would have 7 or 8 flavorings, or would they be like 3 or 4?
I mean, based on what we've been told and things we've heard through the grapevine and stuff, probably they're a lot less complex than the shit we do. And I mean, because like I'll be honest, like jumping back into the commercial liquid kind of thing, the way we at least mix, we try to add layers and texturing, because I mean, like the key lime pie I do, you can taste like that graham cracker in there and it leaves a textural feel and stuff. But if you would get like a commercial one, and I remember what is it, which one was it, that one that me and James really got into for a while there, that then their company kind of went away, Savage Marcellus. I remember liking that, but I do still have a bottle and it's super steeped, but it just feels really empty-ish. Like there's a lot of like parts of it that are missing that I would really love that they would have done differently. But I mean, that's the recipe they decided to go with, and even then they don't make it anymore, so it doesn't make much of a difference at that point.
I guess it also like just because like you said, you know, some of the conversations we've had with people and stuff, like it's so much of it comes down to cost effectiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like the more elaborate and like whatever else ends up being more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, no, because I mean, even
like, you know, you're not going to find a lot of commercial liquid that has a bunch of flavor in it because it's expensive.
Oh yeah, and especially like there's this one strawberry Flavora one that for just the standard 15 mil you're looking at like $25 or some shit like that.
Oh dude, Alpine strawberry. Yeah, dude, it's oh man, I remember I've almost bought it 100 times because I just want to like be that baller.
I heard it's
like,
good.
yeah,
I've heard it's amazing.
Alpine strawberry.
Yeah, I've heard it's amazing,
Dude,
but
it better be.
Like, I don't know, like to me to drop that much for like one flavoring kind of hurts.
Well, what are you gonna do with it though? Like, you'd literally be just using it for yourself. You'd never be able to like manufacture that or offer that to like the general public. There's no chance.
Okay, it's 1740. It's 1749 for the 15 mil. Still, that's kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's
I
kind of
want to
expensive.
say that it's like $35 for a 30 ml bottle up here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is insane. Like,
yeah,
dude, I've not. You know how long it took me to buy the Flavor vanilla pudding? Because it's for some reason it's more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And there's another one, the apple pie filling. It's like more expensive than even regular Flavor flavorings.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Trust me, because I use it quite a bit, and
dude, I want to fucking try it, but I'm too cheap, bro.
No, I know it, and it's a good one too.
3 Wonder flavors in a 30 ml for the price of one of those in a 30 ml.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would rather buy 3 Wonder flavors. I like a lot of Wonder flavor shit. It's good. So I'd rather buy that.
Yep.
And now I do have a bunch of Flavora stuff, but I don't even know why. Like, I guess every so often I just feel like balling out, and I'll buy like 3 or 4 Flavora flavorings, and you're like, dang, dude, I was like $50 for those.
On Flavora, I lucked out because it was around the time we were starting this show and we were talking about it, and then I was doing like the DIY corner with Vaping with the Ohmies, and damn it, I'm horrible with names. Ohmy.Lanta, Dan, he actually hit me up and he's like, hey dude, I want all these Flavora flavorings. I don't see myself ever actually getting into DIY. I'm gonna send them your way. I'm like, okay, how much do you want? And he's like, I'm gonna send them your way. I was like, well, fuck. And then I got the flavors in and I started counting them and I averaged out what Flavora costs. And I was like, dude, I like came out like a villain out of this. Like, I feel like a dick to a point.
Yeah, but
you know?
he didn't pay for it. I'm sure he won it, right? So, like,
yeah, he won it. He won it on Fresh's show and they were doing like a charity thing.
No, Pam. Like, they'll be made. They probably will be made with a bunch of stuff that we normally don't use that much. They'll probably be made with like Capella, TFA, Flavor West, like all the really cheap.
Like, I know Labworks, he's done some work with some companies, and he's actually had to create particular flavorings that aren't out in the general public. They're just commercial only, and they're only used for that brand and stuff. But even then, I wouldn't know what companies because he never told me. So it's a little bit of both. Just depends on the companies.
Like, put it this way, I don't think that there's too many companies out there that are like wowing people with like their flavorings and they're using really expensive shit. Like, if you look at any of the big commercial labs or like even people like Homeboy, for example, he's not going to be using like all Flavora and like Wonder flavors and Mullenberry and one-on-one because those are all expensive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The only places that it seems that like that I've seen that e-liquid is not manufactured for dirt cheap is Canada, for sure, because I have like perfect knowledge of how much it costs.
You're an insider at that level.
But also like I've talked to people in America and like what they pay for 100 mil is considerably less than half of what I would pay for a 60 mil from the lab. So I think that it all would depend, but it just seems like a lot of companies, they're trying to get their margins really, really low, or not their margins, Yes, their margins.
Yeah.
I think that's the right word. They're trying to keep their costs really low down so
Yeah.
they can like still wholesale it for cheap, but still make like decent money. Because if you're getting a 60 ml bottle made for $250, and you can then wholesale it for like $650, you're making $4, and that person's still on the last end of it are still making a bunch of money because they're gonna sell that for $25.
Well,
or whatever a vape shop can sell it at, right?
Yeah, I can't speak for the distros, but I could speak as a business owner on how much you get wholesale. It tends to be about 30 to 50 depending on the distributor, but it tends to be 30 to 50% below retail costs. So you just average that out at that point.
Yeah, like everything's basically doubled. Like that's like the loose law. It costs you $5 to make, you then wholesale it for 10, then they sell it, and then they sell it, and they end up spending $20 or whatever, however it works.
Yeah.
But once again, like it. So for me, no matter what my recipe consists of, like whatever flavor house is, whatever else, it costs me the exact same amount per bottle. Where I know in America, at like one lab specifically, that it changes. So you can have something that has more expensive concentrates, but it's going to cost you more per bottle. And then if you have another one that's like simple or has like a bunch of TFA and Capella that's like virtually, you know, cheap as fuck, it's going to be a lot less for you to manufacture that.
Yeah.
So like for me,
sure.
like I pay, if I have only TFA, that was all I had, it cost me the same as if I had just pure like Mullenberry and Flavora in a mix. They would be the same price. So I guess like that's just the lab also like covering themselves maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean one fun thing about all this is there's a lot of gain, but there's also like risk. Like say if you have a particular flavor that you use and it has to be a staple in it, and the manufacturers of the flavors decide that we're not doing that one anymore, then you're having to scramble to like figure out something to replace that one flavor, and it happens.
Yeah,
and then
reformulate.
Yeah, and then sometimes people just don't like the reformulations, but it does happen because again, like companies like Flavora, VSO, Wonder Flavors, they're more vape related, but TFA, Capella, they're actually cooking companies. So there's like a world of difference in those two things.
Well, I guess it's like that whole like the Flavor Art custard premium, right? Like it's from their cooking line or their baking line or whatever. So you have to only get it from that one place because it's like not as readily available when Flavor Art has a ton of stuff that's I don't know if they've made it for e-liquid, but like they fully support it. Because like I remember it was probably like 2 years ago now, and I'm pretty sure that it's still around. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. There was like a collaboration between like Dash Vapes and Suck My Mod, like Matt from Suck My Mod, and like Dimitri and wow. Anyways, those people, and they did a collaboration with Flavor Art. So they put out this line, and everything was only Flavor Art. It was like a Flavor Art only line. And yeah, like so they worked with them together. So obviously like they're cool with it being in vape liquids. But I guess some things are just not going to be available. And I guess like realistically you can make your own. Like if you have enough money, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Alrighty, so we're coming to a close here. I was gonna type it up, but I'm gonna just say this. Advocate for Liberty, we've done that before, but I don't think it'd be a bad idea to do it again. He was suggesting that we do flavors you've never done before. And I mean, I'm sure all three of us have
4 flavors minimum.
That's doable.
That you've never used before. Tim, how many recipes do you have that have more than 4 flavors? This is like a slight call out, but it's also like, hey, you're asking us to do what you wouldn't do. Come on. I will not back down from the challenge, but at the same time, I mean, Come on.
Deb, on the anti-vaping commercials, at least here in America, there's a ton of them. It's not even funny anymore. Like, I'll actually get anti-vaping ads before watching a Grim video, if that puts it into any perspective on how bad it is here in the States.
Dude, you know what I've actually been seeing a bunch of commercials for?
Truth ads. I keep
Uh-huh.
getting
It's
those
like
bitches. Hate
it's
that
like
shit.
some sort of nicotine lozenges or like
Mhm.
pouches maybe
Yeah.
or something. And they're a
Yeah.
bunch of flavors.
Mhm.
There's like a bunch of flavors in them and everything.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
know.
like
I
on
think I know what you're
regular
talking
ass
about.
TV.
Yeah, I know. I think I know what you're talking about. I've even seen on YouTube their ads, and they're trying to promote it as a anti-smoking, anti-vaping thing.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, the big concern is kids that like flavors and nicotine dependency, but that's okay. That
Mhm.
makes total sense.
Yep. I'm all
Because,
for harm reduction. I don't really care which way you quit. I really don't. But if you want to call us out on flavors, it's very get fucked. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, like dude, exactly. Like I'm all for people not smoking, so, like
Mhm.
whatever that is. Like, but here's the thing: vaping makes me not smoke.
Mhm.
So why are you fucking telling me that flavors don't matter? I know what I like. Like, I
Mhm.
know that I like flavors.
Oh no,
That's
yeah.
kind of the deal.
Like Deb, I know I said it was on YouTube, but I've seen on TV like truth ads and stuff like that. Those are very actually common here in the States.
I report them.
Yeah, it's sad. And you're
Yeah.
right, Anthony. Quitting never tasted better. It's true.
For sure, for sure. Well, Chris, you want to sign us out here? You want to start the sign offs and stuff?
Yes, I can. I can. Okay, well, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of the show this week. I'm kind of really digging my mix, so if you guys want to check that out, feel free. Even if you just go read it, that's fine. Like, I mean, maybe it'll inspire you to mix something yourself. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say about that. And then I'll say you can check me out on Friday nights on the Janklin Vaper YouTube channel for the Green Room. Always having a good time there. You can go over to shedtimepodcast.com. Go give us a follow on SoundCloud. We're getting closer to a giveaway, which the giveaway is it's basically just a bunch of stuff for me. So feel free to go over there and give us a follow on SoundCloud. I guess the last thing I'll say is, yeah, if you guys want, you can buy some of my liquid from my site. I got some coils on there too, so feel free to do that. Use the code Mixing It Up, just like the show. Saves you a little bit of cash, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. Oh, you know what? I'll just say this. Feel free to hit up Sifu. Just because Sifu is not feeling the greatest today doesn't mean that he's not going to be feeling great by the end of the week. So you could probably link up with him on like any of the social media platforms you want. Check out some of his stuff. I'm actually vaping the Sir Newton's Headache
Nice.
right now, and it's nice, man. It's like a really different apple than what I normally would vape.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice. Like, it's a really well blended liquid. Seafood just knows what's going on.
Oh yeah.
So go check him out, and yeah, everybody just be safe. Have a good week. Mix as much greatness as you want, or don't. Not gonna judge you here.
Nice.
Okay,
All right. Yeah, as he was saying, Sifu hopefully gets better soon. Right before the show, he did mention that he, as of right now, isn't taking in orders, but hopefully we get an update soon on it and you guys can order away. Because seriously, his liquids are the shit. This is like my all-time right here. And I am vaping that sparingly so it lasts me a while because I don't want to fucking go through it too fast, but still try my best here to make it last. But it's an amazing liquid. That's the Fig It Out. It's the custard. The fig custard. It's a really good one.
It's like a fresh fig too. To me.
It's got a what?
That's what it's supposed to be. It's like a fresh fig.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not like a Fig Newton fig.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
like a fresh fig.
It's like actual like fruit. not like a paste or something. Then as for me, sorry. As for me, if you are interested in juice, coils, all that jazz, hit me up on all the social medias. Additoony's been kind enough to post all our links and stuff throughout the show. Much appreciated. And then lastly, as I've said in other episodes, if you know any DIYers or coil builders that are out there selling stuff and they are taking a little bit longer than you would hope for, just give them a little bit of time. Most of us do have day jobs and things that we got to do, families and all that. I mean, like Sifu, him for example, right now he is not feeling good, so he is backing off for a little bit, and he'll be back at it once he's up and running. But this is one of those things that happens. So just be kind. I mean, I understand if it's been like a month or so, but if it's only been like 24 hours, it's like, come on, just a little bit of a break.
Maybe give like at least 48 hours of no responses before you start freaking out.
Most of us aren't, what do you call it, distros. We don't have staffs and stuff. Like me, coils, liquid, it's all me. I mean, my wife helps me with packaging every once in a while, but beyond that, it's an all me thing. So, you know, it is one of those things. All right, so we will catch you guys next week and all that. And as always, vape on, mix on. We'll catch you guys next week.